On this ancient map of the woman's reclining body, Lhoka is located at the center of her chest. In the Chinese acupuncture tradition, this point is called Hunman, or the Gate of the Soul. Lhoka, known as the Soul of Tibet, certainly lives up to its name. Lhoka Prefecture is located south of the Gangdasa Mountains and the Nyenchin Tangla Mountains. The middle reaches of the Yarlung Sampo River traverse northern Lhoka, resulting in the Yarlung River Valley Plain, a fertile plain also known as the Valley Land of southern Tibet. Tens of millions of years ago, Tibetan ancestors lived in the Yarlung River Valley area. A myth speaks of the legendary monkey god Hanuman and goddess Rakshashi making love on Mount Gunpori in Zutang and giving birth to the plateau. Lhoka is known for its rich historical heritage. The first king of Tubo, Nyatri Sempo. The first palace, Yumbalagang. The first Buddhist temple, Trendrup Monastery. The first farmland, Sodang. The first temple, Samya. The first sutra, Bangong Chakya. The first Tibetan opera, Pargabu. The list is extensive. Lhoka, therefore, is considered to be the land of the soul of Tibetan culture and spirit. It is not without merit that it is called the Gate of the Soul. Some say that as you pass through the Gate of the Soul, the eternal vibration of the spirit of Tibet will pervade every sinew in your being.
告诉我，你们是男孩子还是女孩子？
女孩，男孩子。我们家儿讲我们说，我今年结婚，但结婚那个当中，其实嘛真结婚吧，中。
我的家乡是山南九河村，我最喜欢跳九河竹，我爱家乡和九河。
是一个帽子。
哦，要这样戴的。
捆到这里。
哦，得捆起来，要不它会甩掉的是吧？
嗯。
很重吗？
不怎么重的。
平常划这个船吗？
就这么就能起来是吧？
下巴上。对。
好，起来了。
哎呀，有风。
什么感觉？
一开始的时候，比想象的稍微轻一点，但是走起来还是挺费劲的。而且如果是能够发出他们那个音乐一样的那个节奏的声音，就是咣咣咣的声音，非常的难。再加上有点风过来，很兜风，基本上能跳出那个节奏呢，真是很难。
谢谢。
今天对了这边个的对伊朗的这些呢，3月最了看的想法的，已经捉紧比我弄，这边忙些到了干些吧是呢，啊，这路边这样做干的是呢，大家他们说的，啊，温州的，大概是呢，真的嘛比不是的，还有我的温州苏过去弄来的，就把是呢，这把准备买。
但的到了的，看这拉起说了那个了，但问题没容不这个因素的，阿不干别到了。
People seem more likely to follow the old beliefs and create their own lives and weave their own colorful happiness with their own hands.
안주 샤마스디 차이jal로 한국니 괜찮게 되고. 어디네 젠데 어 아자지 한국 임신젠데 어 노블링에 난다 가바치는데 한국 샤마 한국 비선이 비메고. 어디 아자지 영웅 쇼트에도 고문년도 링가 다자 차 동자라세. 근데 저제 비부저 쇼도 어디는 뒤부터 저는 나가서들 지조만 접근된데 원이 치노로 거니. 모두 센데 농게 바자샤젠 근데 민제부 통제 농게 보면 다수 제제데 딜라 만다젠다 콜로디 시비도. 모두 센데 근데 바자데 차.
有些盖房子，有些那个房子装修嘛，家里买个车子呀，买个摩托车，然后每家每户都有那个生活环境比较以前比好一点。
In Munza County, Lhoka, there's a group of Lhoka people. They follow the traditional way of life of their ancestors.
我叫巴桑卓玛，我来自山南，我最喜欢加查县的拉姆拉措。
我是日子卡芒县的，我最喜欢山南加查拉姆佐湖，行吗
Lamoy Latso is a magical lake. The ripples on the surface resemble a mystical curtain opening and closing fluidly, constantly and graciously. It's said that if you are sincere of heart, the curtain will open and offer you a glimpse into your future. Visitors flock to the lake, curious if they'll be able to get some such insight into their future. Passing through the gate of the soul of Lhoka, a visitor will feel enchanted by the aesthetic beauty of the area, as well as feel spiritually nourished. When you arrive at Yamdrok Lake and hear the monks chanting sutras, your heart and soul will feel immediately at one with the blue skies and the turquoise waters.
We walked up to the base camp.
珠穆朗玛峰在这个词，所以我喜欢这个词。
Shigatse is situated right at the center of the abdomen in the map of the reclining human's body of Tibet. This is the point called Zhongji in ancient Chinese medicine chart. Here, Chumalongma stands at the highest point on earth that man can ever reach. There is no doubt that it corresponds to the Zhongji point at the center, the highest point that chi blood can reach in the body. This place is often referred to as the roof of the world's roof.
我们登山很敬畏山，你在大山里面，你人的渺小，你就真正的会感觉出来。那个地方我们人类太脆弱了，所以每登一次山，你融化你改变你。
登完一座山，又要求更高的目标。他们因为在山性越来越接近的，越来越亲密的那种感觉。8000米的高度是那么美，真的，云都在下面，然后它就是出来的，真的下面的全都出来，特别漂亮。
那是我第一次登顶，所以就觉得太兴奋了。一个是我自己人生的第一次登顶珠峰，第二次是在火炬在珠峰底下传递，所以很难忘。
你哭了吗？
哭倒没有，笑的多一点。
这也是个艺术品，是尼泊尔这个艺术家，他把珠峰南坡产生的一些垃圾清理回来以后，做的这样的一个牦牛的这样的一个艺术品。所以通过这个呢，给我的一个灵感，我说要把珠峰上面的一些垃圾、铁罐罐呀、什么绳索呀、帐篷啊、帐篷杆啊。拿下来，我们想把它制成这个纪念品。我们是尊重山了，那我们要保护它呀。我们是喜马拉雅的守护者。
We mustn't forget, whilst enthusing about the incredible natural beauty of the area, the Galmazong Glacier in northern Shigatse. The glacier formed by ancient snow water melts in the warmer months, forming what the Tibetans call Mother River that flows through Yarlung Sampo.
我喜欢中国的服饰，你看穿的太漂亮了。嗯，对。
The area of the Himalayas located to Zhongji is shaped and formed by numerous rivers that flow into the many thousand-meter canyons. In Shigatse, there are 5 famous ravines.
我是老巴卓嘛，我是吉隆沟的女人。我喜欢吉布村，我很喜欢我自己的家乡。
The Guirong Ravine is at the west end of the 5 ravines. This small ravine is an historical landmark in Tibet.
历史上有这样的一个说法，吉隆这边是一个求法道、传法道、官道、栈道。
The people here are hard-working and honest folk. Their way of life is admirable.
Awesome. 这是专门有一个人管理这个，然后记账。 然后那边挤出来的奶越多，它分配的牛奶那个酥油就越多，在这一一的记上，抹点油，然后上面撒那个土。
撒土。
哦，对，干了之后就是白色的，这边那个土嘛。我不知道用不抹这用个啥。
딱 낭다 그러면 이거 깡 찌개 넣어줘요.
但是从来都不会错误。
Jam Ravine, or Jiangmu, is the valley town and key border crossing between China and Nepal on the number 318 National Highway. The town is situated in a unique geographical location and has a curious charm due to the Nepalese influence in both the people, the local commodities available, and the Nepalese shops.
대한다 총점이 로카트 친사서.
他这个那老橘子青丝。
哎，总共好多钱，今天你也赚钱了，我也买这么多风筝啊！再见，我就回去了啊。OK。
From these colorfully decorated Nepalese trucks in this long queue, you can see how prosperous the border trade is.
Nghe mình là một sự tiếng cái sen trên đằng trên sắp bị phụ mui.
Trên đằng này lịch về mít chả ngarang cái phai ở trên này hin cho chiếc trên ngarang cái xe trên đằng này về cái hin ngay sa cho xe lên trôi cái mít thép.
Gentang Ravine and Karma Ravine nestle at the foot of Chumulongma like twin sisters. The Sherpas who live here help preserve the living customs of the area. Yadong Ravine is a ravine towards the east end of Shagatsi. It is one of the points on the China-India border.
这处房子的话，有100多年的历史。当时这个地方就是可以说是个贸易集散地。从这边印度和不丹进了以后吧，从这个地方贸易一个集中点，尼泊尔商人也在这个地方。当时我也亲眼看到过。西藏这个的话，热真。他们那个商业点在这个地方，当时他的房子在这边，康去了的那奔达仓，可以说那个是一个比较大的一个户，他们的贸易点也在这个地方。现在目前还有那个不丹从这边边境相关贸易，这里有点。再说我们这个帕里也可以说是一个比较富饶的一个地方。 到这个地方就是可以说是宝地。
For hundreds of years, this was the place where battles were fought by the hands of military strategists. It is here where the bloody war, Red River Valley, took place.
英国入侵西藏的远征军，攻打江孜城堡，哎，那个打了以后，最后大概有50多个人吧，不愿投降就跳下去了。 50几个人跳下，其中也有17、18岁的少年。哎，每次说到这里，我心里很不舒服。整个江孜城的老百姓就跪在那里，上东方磕头。那个时候呢，整个城市的老百姓听说是这个。 总山城堡被敌军攻下来，死了那么多人，跳死了那么多人，简直是悲痛好几天。连那个六字真言、祈祷就这样的，还有那个司马老妈也在念经这样的。这个人后来有些老人告诉我的，很赞的，当时如如实实的写在小说里面的。小说的名字叫《抗英人》。
我叫米马顿珠，我是西藏江孜人。我喜欢我的家乡英雄古城。
My name is Angel and I'm from Spain.
我们最喜欢的地方是驾车。
And what I like the most is the people. Tibetan people, they're just so nice, huge heart.
Shagatsi has always been an important city in the Tibetan Sang region. Shagatsi means a manor on fertile land. No matter whether you're going to the fields at dawn or returning home at dusk, the local people are seemingly always benevolent, kind, and heartfelt. The solemn monasteries, with their variant styles and their stories from history, mean that the past is never forgotten.
我叫白马七军，错了，我叫白马七军，我是拉子本地的人。
喜欢的地方是这些故乡拉子嘛。
Shigatse's festivals are extraordinary. Apart from the renowned Chumalongma Cultural Festival, there are also festivals for the cattle and sheep of Shigatse. During the festival, the sheep receive attention and scrutiny by onlookers like no other time of year.
这个有500多年的历史，藏语叫古字，汉语叫属羊，每年9月份相聚在这个地方。
他们是把羊的多少当成一种财富，是吗？
对对对对。这个羊的数量比不出胜负，然后就是斗牛。后面随着这个时代的变化，就成为了一个斗牛文化节。
As an athlete, the fighting yak can bring his relatives into the ring to help cheer him on as he challenges the opponent.
angnibagola ang dangbu dobsme ta talumi khasan jaga tubu che mochia khasan masene ya tubu nang da nang simbe gangla
你要背回去啊？
是了的，是。
有车吗？
有。
The more impressive thing is Tibetan dancing. The open, wild, and freestyle dancing expresses their happiness to the utmost. Nagchu is located on the map at the place of the sun and the moon. But what is the sun and the moon? It's the symbol of life, birth, and rebirth. The cycle of the earth and the earth's breath. This is Changchang, a vast and boundless place with an average elevation of 5,000 meters and an area of natural reserve that measures over 600,000 square kilometers. For thousands of years, this zone, almost uninhabitable for humans, has been a rich habitat for wildlife and one of the world's largest natural paradises. Here, the animals are far from humans, and ostensibly, they are the kings that reign over this vast plateau. But one day a lone traveler found himself on this highland. He traversed this vast wilderness, several times in fact, and in doing so brought the name of China into the top ranks of world exploration.
只是想去观测动物，还是也许在那个荒野当中，一个人都没有的时候，你突然能够看到另一个你自己。
我觉得是后者应该。
后者是吧？
前者他只是给自己找意义而已。对，你在里面总要找点事做，不然朋友问起你在里面干嘛了？你看我现在这个行为多高尚，还要观测野生动物，对。你说我在里面瞎溜达，对不对？别人肯定把你归到神经病一类的，是吧？或者，对，我觉得他可能就更多的你喜欢那种感觉，空旷的感觉，很自由的感觉。
On the mysterious wild plateau of Changtang, you can see the sun and the moon in the sky at the same time. The earth and the clouds seem to come together and kiss, and the animals that dwell on the plateau seem to do everything with a fearless ease. It's like seeing nature at its most sublime. The people who inhabit this area have effectively become one with the cycles of nature. They go about their lives peacefully and harmoniously by day and by night. They don't even know themselves that they too are part of this wonderful tapestry of Changtang grassland. There are countless spectacular natural wonders in Tibet. They inspire us with awe. They touch people and move people, and at times they are so utterly peaceful that you can only hear the sound of your own heart beating at one with the vibration of Mother Nature.
mà lo chích thùng cái ngông ấy kế sát trong nào đi, rồi khi ăn thằng làm rồi ba món rồi thì phô trăng ấy rồi dùng thì nó phô trăng đấy mà.
而且传说就是这后面这个泉水的话，就是格萨尔王跟那个珠穆公主嘛，他们两个就洗脸的地方。
有个长相我们那这趟个，那我们见的就不能一个长相偏不，那这趟个头壳个这趟个用了这玩意的了。
有好几个那种矿物质的那种水嘛，当地老百姓介绍就是有的水可以治胃病，治胃病的那个水，必须闻的时候啊，你必须要吐，吐的时候就可以治胃病。 还有他们有的时候扔石头嘛，矿物质这块特别多，石头一弄扔到那里面就直接化了。
Song County is located in the northeast of Nagchu. In the reign of Songtsen Gampo, the 33rd Tibetan king, Sog was an expansive base in the western region of the Tibetan Empire. It was a place of great significance. Historical records demonstrate that half the grain and horses for the Tibetan army came from Sog. It's possible that because of this, the Shu Rabog dance of Sog is such a bold, powerful, and dramatic dance.
I'm Lucas, I'm from California, and I like Tibet. It's been a great time since I've been here.
我叫爸爸，我爱温布纳族我的家乡，因为它很美。
It is in the Omba region of Nema County that we can see the 1,000-year-old site of the ancient Shangshung Kingdom.
乡用버미 내 거래서 개락 효도 들어도 장어들 도시 장하나 망보실 효이네 들진 자주 좀 내려서 주북다들은 주북 자도 자주 오르세다 내니까 저들들 자갑 그 릉오 이세리 싸자 딱시 치드 시시비 가는 거 그거 뒤가 샤르레세
Lhoka is more. But not the Changi do it.
Metanga, no one sat over.
Lhoka is the Trukumbo.
No, two that lost from the Senaka in the daddy. That's the young can go that raw. Or body yellow toka, Kobone toka, that takes 10 law. You some send a
The 81-year-old nun Chira lives peacefully in the cave, cultivating her mind and soul according to the Buddhist path. Residents of the south village of Ombu never forget their ancestors' stories. The last king of the strong and powerful Shangshung Kingdom, Limisia, was killed in battle by the Tubo army through the connivance of Songtsen Gampo and his sister. Today, the old hero's head stands, considerably eroded by time and the elements, at the lakeside of Yongsto, now a distant Osmandian relic. Perhaps the Shangshung civilization is simply an historical hurricane that whirled in the wilderness of Changtung. Yet in its wake, the nomadic culture remains, living on as the oldest incarnation of the civilization of the land. Chachan horse racing fair is held once a year. You'll see the clouds floating above the crowds of people on the ground, watching the gusts of dust behind the hooves of the galloping horses, as would have been the scene hundreds, if not thousands of years ago.
Sharma. I come from Delhi, India. I'm 17 and on 26th I started my journey for Kailash Mansarovar.
Ngani khoja lungbani ngi mingla dawa ngundu sige ngani khoja ge dila gashin
Nagari, known as the Earth's third pole, is a vast highland held up by part of the Himalayan range, the mountains of Gangdiza, Karakoram and Kunlun. It is the king of the mountains and a source of abundant water. On the ancient map, Nagari is located at the point of Yongchuan. This is regarded as a pure land because here you can find the very source of many of the waters that flow down into the regions below and beyond. When you're here, your whole being resonates this feeling from this ancient land.
你在阿里的感觉跟其他地方一样吗？
完全不一样。我一路上见了非常多的藏羚羊，还有藏野驴，还有晚上骑车的时候能看到非常多的野兔。我比较喜欢就是这种真正的这种自然。我家是内蒙古的，我最喜欢西藏的阿里。
In Nagari, the most remarkable sight is the sacred mountains and lakes of the region. Mount Kailas, with an altitude of 6,638 meters above sea level, is the principal peak of the Gandhisi Mountains. It is recognized as one of the world's most holy mountains and is seen as one of the centers of Hinduism, Tibetan Buddhism, ancient Tibetan native beliefs, as well as Jainism.
मैं जो है भारत में एक कालका जी मंदिर एक स्थान है कालका जी का क्षेत्र भैरव जी के मंदिर का जो है प्रमुख प्रधान हूँ वहाँ पर महंत प्रताप भी है वहाँ पर मैं ही वहाँ विराजमान हूँ पिछले 33 सालों से जो
Situated at the foot of the sacred mountain is the holy lake of Mapam Yumso. It's one of the highest altitude freshwater lakes, which is regarded as being so beautiful and magical that the Buddhist sutras speak of it as being the only lake that is called the Mother of the World.
나르분 준선도 어디니 린도동 되세나 나르분 준선 공디 솔롱 검르선도 소마스 깨닫지 마도 추된데 자오동 칠나 시제 매자딩데 솔롱 검스르스 대 지중 같이 다 땜제 추스서 대 촌다 락제라 단단디 초대 시험면 단디여서 공도도 소도도 대 초대 김두선은 니마 찍으신 거라서 그만 지진이 백가서 소 심두스 니마지 다 착과자스 당아 로 니자라 가브레 어디두스 니마지 소 샹라 가랑 통주
This awe-inspiring sacred mountain and holy lake are seen to be the original sources of the Sengya Kabak River and the Tachok Sanko River, the Langchang Kabak River and the Macha Kabak River, and then later became the upper source of the Indus River, the Yarlung Sampo River, the Sutlej River, and the Ganges River. The Yongchuan has thus been flowing non-stop since ancient times. When you come to Nagari, you must know Guge, a kingdom that used to be prosperous and powerful, which in one bloody war was lost overnight. Very mysterious. It's interesting that in Burang County, several hundred kilometers away from Guge, there is a small border village with only 7 households, and the people still wear the same kind of peculiar and indeed expensive costume as they did all those years back.
这身衣服是谁传给你的？
我的妈妈的妈妈妈妈。你到忙不忙不？你的忙不？
为什么要遮住脸呢？
不知道。
就是传下来的时候就是这样的，是吧？
If you find people here wearing clothes similar to the costumes of the ancient royal courts, then you may feel inspired to know more about the rich history of the area. A history of vibrant culture, of bloody battles, and of valiant heroes. A history which till today we can see depicted in the ancient murals of Guge Castle. This is a vast and seemingly boundless land. A place where earth meets sky and the two become one in mystic union. The speechless power of nature penetrates and throbs within the hearts of those that tread this earth and behold her heavenly firmament.
乡之乡的这一块这个土林，跟县城那边是截然不同的一种风貌。每一个这个根津市土林的顶部都会有一个这个或大或小岩石，于是冲刷的时候就没有把这个岩石下面的这一部分土林的话就是冲刷掉。现在我们看到的就是每一个柱状土林也好，根津市土林也好，它的顶部都会有一个石头压着这个底下的这个土林。 是一种自然的一种力量，或者说是这个鬼斧神工的一种杰作。
This vast and imposing scenery makes you feel like you're walking on the surface of Mars or some distant planet of ochre Earth. The moon is bright and the stars are like diamonds upon the dome of the night sky that arcs above in all its natural splendor. The scene is beyond art, beyond poetry, and lies in the realms of the spiritual. Of this there is no doubt. On the plateau covered with the light of Buddha, heaven is within 2 or 3 steps.